all right, now I've got freedom. I don't know what the future holds. And it started becoming like, well, what do I want to do? Like, what am I passionate about? Like, now's the break. Now's the time where it's like, okay, if I'm going to do the thing that I know has been calling me my whole life, like, now's the time to do it. But as I kind of like really thought about like what I really was passionate about, it's around helping other people like find their purpose. I mean, look at like what you guys do, right? Like, and how that is fulfilling in and of itself, right? And the acts of doing it is enjoyable.
It takes you, nothing else really seems to matter.
Yeah.
You can get almost blurred by it and consumed by it sometimes because it's such a great feeling.
Yeah.
And you know you're making a difference.
The things that they've experienced. And you know deep down inside that all these girls are girls that deserve to be loved unconditionally.
To help our girls realize that there is so much. There is what we call the whole girl.
Yeah.
And there's so much that goes into it. And then the mentorship that we provide, not just through our curriculum, but just by being a part of their lives, is, in our terms, empowering. But Jeff, you have always, in my opinion, just appealed to the common man, but think so much grander. You're becoming so diversified in ways I don't know if you ever thought of. But speaking with you 2 years ago and speaking with you now, hearing you is just enlightening. It is so cool
I
to
told Miss
listen
Amanda,
to.
I was like, your brain works like no one I've ever met. I mean, business-wise, I don't understand half the things you're saying, and I'm like, wow. But you're so grounded in.
Yes.
I think that's what people aren't looking for, like judgment. They're not looking for like someone to tell them how to do things, right? They're just looking for someone to kind of like listen and be present with them. And what I started like kind of realizing as I saw like these synergies and I started asking God for help, like something I've never done in my life. I started realizing that the suffering was the teacher.
Have you naturally been introspective in your life, or does this take practice?
I have, but more like intellectually, more like kind of like understanding, but not like feeling. The difference now is I feel it.
Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff. I hear and I feel what you're going through. You were talking about, long, hard days work, and you'd have to go to the gym. I got to work out now, that sort of thing. Practicing replacing the word have with get, have to or get to, is something that I work on because it works for me.
Yeah.
But what I'm hearing you say is it's something similar. You're appreciating this opportunity, and it becomes more natural than fighting it.
Kind of like I'm trying to figure out like what you're supposed to learn from the suffering. And like the amount of suffering that you're experiencing, like if you can learn from this, it's going to help you accomplish amazing things. But the thing is like I really believe that we're on a path, and if we're suffering, then we're resisting the path we're supposed to be on. And so it's like, what is that resistance? What are those roadblocks? It could be your spouse. It could be your job. It could be where you live, right? It's like a lot of us are trying to, have a certain ends and not worry about the means, right? So we live a life where we're unhappy in the doing because we're trying to accomplish something externally or in the future. And there was a point where I realized that I deserved to be loved. And then I actually started loving myself. And I think a lot of people put up with a lot of stuff because they're not, I don't want to say capable, but they're certainly not practicing that. This is what we need to be talking to people about, right? Not like, you guys have very interesting jobs that you're passionate about, but most people you ask them what's the first thing you ask? Like, what do you do?
Where you work.
Yeah.
And that's the conversation, which is the most boring conversation. And most people they don't happy with what they even do. But imagine having conversations like this with people.
The most simple way of thinking, or the way that you're processing, or how you found this peace,
Yeah.
how you evoke others. Not everybody has that gift without seeming like they're coming across as fake.
Yeah. I mean, I see it, but I'm not like, there's not a pride behind it. Like, there's not like that.
Just it.
That's why received.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like I'm not trying to be like, look at me, I have information you don't have, right? Because that's gossip, right? That's how, like, people want to, they want to, it makes them feel good if they think they have something up on you. And that's not what I feel. I mean, if anything, I feel like I'm sharing information. I'm sharing information that's being passed down through me.
I don't even know you. Like 2 years ago, Jeff, to now is astonishing. It's just, I mean, in all the wonderful ways that you would want to be astonished. I still feel your passion for business and, wanting to make a difference, be successful, have whatever is considered a joyous life. But when I first met you 2 years ago, and you're Boston Red Sox staff, and it was just all about what's next, investors. I'm going to meet here. We're going to make this happen. We're going to bring this to the next level. I was jokingly asking about your first IPO, and even though I sense that success is still there and going to be immense from a business perspective, this Jeff is
For different reasons.
for different reasons.